Welcome to GH Soap Opera Today, your place for the latest drama, updates, and spoilers from General Hospital. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss the action. Curtis vows to get evidence against Isaiah, while the doctor warns Lulu that he may have to testify about that night. Today on General Hospital, Dante confronts Nathan, Lulu accuses Britt, and Rocco turns against Danny and Charlotte. Trina visits Isaiah's cabin to surprise her mother and prepare her baby shower. Before they discuss the shower, Portia questions Trina about her performance at Charlie's and Michael James Scott's visit. She inquires if she is putting more effort into music. Trina confesses she is and informs her of Brooke Lynn's offer and Joe's assistance with it. Portia is overjoyed that she is pursuing her loves, and she will be in the front row for her next performance. Trina returns to the baby shower guest list and wonders if she wants to invite Jordan. Portia believes it is not a horrible idea because she will be a part of the baby's life. However, given her current state of recovery, she may be unable to attend. Molly pays a visit. Curtis tells Jordan that he will stop by Justine's before heading to Aurora to see what she has discovered regarding the accident. Jordan hopes that Isaiah gets exonerated, and Curtis agrees, since he does not want to upset Portia. But if Isaiah is guilty, he does not want him around his family. Later, Molly arrives with orchids and apologizes for not visiting sooner and for the distance since she and TJ split up. Jordan does not blame her for anything. He understands she was mourning and wanted space. Molly reveals she has always looked up to Jordan, but Jordan believes she is not someone to idolize right now. Molly understands that when something horrible happens to you, it shakes your entire foundation, and Irene's death forced her to reconsider what she wanted out of life. Jordan thinks she isn't there yet, but she had no idea how much of her identity was based on her beauty. This is not about vanity. It is about being able to recognize oneself both inside and out. Molly claims she still considers Jordan to be family, which Jordan confirms. Isaiah reacts to Justine's questions. Isaiah visits Turner's office at her request and is wondering what it is about. She inquires about his whereabouts the night of April 8th. He tells her about the date, and she wonders if his car has been in an accident recently. He gathers his thoughts and states that he will not discuss the topic further without the assistance of a lawyer. Justine claims all they want is a paint sample to compare to one found on a guardrail near Jordan's accident, but Isaiah isn't going to let her railroad him. He understands that if they had evidence, they would not be asking for his participation. He refuses to be bothered and storms away. Curtis comes by later, and Justine tells him about her meeting with Isaiah, who declined to help. She also reports that the judge denied a warrant to require the collection of a paint sample. They do not have a probable cause. Curtis questions why, if Isaiah was not involved, he is being evasive about that night. Danny threatens to do what? Charlotte and Rocco meet Danny in the Q's boathouse, and he invites them all to Spoon Island to learn everything they can about Sidwell in order to help save his father. Charlotte offers to sneak them into Windmere, while Danny suggests they can borrow his father's motorboat. Rocco sobs and admits that they have no idea how dangerous Sidwell is and could end up dead. He freaks out and tells them that if they try to break into Windmere without him, he'll turn them in. Danny grows enraged and tells Rocco that if he won't help, he should keep out of the way. Charlotte claims that arguing isn't helpful. Rocco suggests they leave, but Charlotte refuses to go with him. Rocco declares, "Screw you both," and storms out. What are Lulu and Britt arguing about now? Britt arrives at Lulu's, summoned by her enemy to discuss Rocco. Don't worry, Britt assures she'll keep the night's events a secret. Lulu blames Britt for putting Rocco in this situation by following her and shooting Cullum to protect her and Jason. The yelling ensues, and Britt claims she instructed Rocco to keep away from Cullum and her, but he's a ticking time bomb ready to burst. She believes that what they are currently doing is ineffective. Lulu wonders whether she and Nathan practice this, and if she is also going to order her to send Rocco away. Britt tells her that Nathan has not discussed any of this with her, but he may be correct. Lulu is not abandoning her kid after all the time she has lost out on in Rocco's life. Britt deems her selfish, but Lulu believes Rocco needs his family right now, and she isn't one of them. Britt finds that Dante is aware of the truth and promises to do what is best for his son rather than be motivated by his personal desires. Lulu tells her it's all her fault, so get the hell out. Britt storms out, slamming the door behind her. Later, Isaiah appears and tells Lulu about his conversation with Justine, who believes he is implicated in Jordan's crash. Lulu is stunned and cannot believe he would do such a thing. He says that she and Rocco are his alibi at the time of the crash. Is Nathan and Dante's friendship over? In Dante's office, he brings in Nathan and tells him he knows Rocco shot Cullum and questions how he could not give him the exact time it happened. Nathan tells Dante that he and Jason made a split-second decision to defend Rocco. Nathan didn't want Dante to choose between protecting Rocco and arresting him, therefore he should thank him. Dante instructs him to stay away from his son, but Nathan tells him not to worry because he and Lulu are done. He reveals that she is furious with him because he informed her that they needed to get Rocco out of town. Now that he understands the truth, Dante promises to shepherd his kid through this. Dante cannot believe his friend would do such a thing to him and his family. He seemed to know nothing about him. Why does Rocco seek out Britt? Rocco arrives at Britt's house and begs her to help him because she is the only one who can right now. He informs her about his altercation with Danny and Charlotte. Britt understands what Danny is going through, and Rocco is concerned that Danny would injure himself, and it is his fault that Danny's father is in prison. Britt claims it isn't his fault, but Rocco claims he can't warn Danny or Charlotte about Cullum without disclosing too much, and she is the only person he can speak with. She embraces the boy. In the show's final moments, Molly asks Jordan if TJ would mind if they hung out, and Jordan says no. Molly pledges to check on her more frequently. Portia instructs Trina to include Jordan on the shower list because she wants this to be a new beginning for all of them. She believes that this baby will bring them all together. Justine informs Curtis that there is no proof and hence no case under the law. Curtis claims he will gather the probable cause and evidence himself. Isaiah informs Lulu of the damage to his car, and even though he was not engaged in the accident, he must come forward if charges are filed against him. He swears to do his best to protect her and Rocco. She understands and begs him to let her know if he needs to come clean. She understands what she will have to do. Nathan informs Dante that if he figures it all out, Cullum will too, so get rid of the gun and any other proof. Dante dismisses his friend, who goes away. Charlotte assures Danny that Rocco will apologize in due course, but Danny insists on dealing with Winmere alone. She argues that whether or not Rocco is present, she will assist him in helping his father. Finally, Britt tells Rocco to talk to his mother, but he believes he cannot. He cries because he feels helpless. She claims he isn't. He saved her and Jason. He's a hero. She regrets pushing him away, and he is welcome to visit her at any time, but he must be cautious. She swears they'll make it through this. He cries on her shoulder. On the next episode of General Hospital, Alexis advises Brooklyn and Chase on adoption. Curtis promises Jordan that Isaiah will answer for his actions. Isaiah tells Portia about Justine's doubts. Sidwell warns Willow that the instant Drew is able to converse, she is done. Lucas warns Britt that there is no going back. General Hospital spoilers Wednesday, May 13th. Sidwell warns Willow she's done if Drew communicates. Britt and Lucas scheme. General Hospital spoilers for Wednesday, May 13th suggest that Jen Sidwell will issue a stern warning to Willow Kane, while Britt Westbourne and Lucas Jones secretly scheme. For starters, Alexis Davis will meet with Harrison Chase and Brooklyn Quartermain to discuss adoption strategies. Alexis understands it's not fair for Chase and Brooklyn to get ahead in the adoption queue, but she's promised to help them fight for Phoebe. Alexis, on the other hand, will advise Brooklyn and Chase to proceed with caution. In Wednesday's preview video, it appears like Alexis is either telling Chase and Brooklyn to pull it off or call it off before filing for adoption. Alexis could believe Brooklyn and Chase need to pull whatever threads they can before the adoption process begins. However, Alexis may be concerned about Chase's recent request of Willow and attempt to shut it down. In any case, Alexis is in difficult area, so she will have to advise Brooklyn and Chase as best she can. Curtis Ashford is prepared to take action on his own because ADA Justine Turner's hands are tied when it comes to Isaiah Gannon. Curtis will tell Jordan Ashford that he will hold Isaiah accountable for leaving the scene of the crash, but GH viewers know that is not what happened. Curtis will also be concerned about Jordan's well-being on Wednesday's show, particularly after Jordan removes her bandage and examines her injuries in the mirror. Over with Isaiah, he'll inform Portia Robinson that he will not frame himself for something he did not do. Isaiah will defend his cagginess to the cops because he is aware that his car scratch and repairs may make things appear awful. Sidwell will summon Willow so that they can discuss the chaotic news. Now that Nina Reeves has injected Jack Brennan with the same paralytic as Drew Kane, Sidwell will have to assist with their Brennan dilemma. Willow may reveal she made a bargain with Brennan to get influence over Drew, but Sidwell may counter that Jack isn't going to help her right now. Besides, Sidwell may think Willow's belief that she could ever keep Drew from disclosing the truth is wishful thinking. The moment Drew can communicate, "You're done," Sidwell threatens Willow in Wednesday's preview video. Sidwell may insist that Drew either remain crippled or die if Willow truly wants to get away with everything she's done. Next, Lucas will have a private meeting with Britt. Lucas will respond by emphasizing that they must be certain since there will be no going back. Could Britt and Lucas plan to eliminate Cullum's danger for good by wiping him from the map? While Lucas and Britt plan, Michael Corinthos will reveal his infidelity plans to Jacinda Bracken. Michael may also meet with Elaine, the private investigator, as it appears she was photographing Chase and Willow in the park. Finally, General Hospital spoilers indicate Ethan Lovett will extend an invitation to Christina Corinthos Davis, who should accept and continue to reconcile with him. General Hospital about face. Nina stabbing Jack could bring about the last thing we expected. Injecting Jack with Drew's paralytic medicine was the last thing Nina wanted to do on General Hospital, especially considering she was clearly aiming for Valentine. But here we are. Nina is distraught, Brennan is in the hospital with a mysterious stroke, and Drew has skipped a dose of his critical medication. Liz had already begun to wonder about the likelihood of 2 strokes in the same house within a few months of each other. Drew almost called for help. Things appear to be unraveling quickly, especially as Jack awakens and begins to ask his own questions. But none of this would be very surprising. It's just the logical place for everything to go. No, the real surprise would be if this attack brought Nina and Jack together. Cynthia Watros told Soap Opera Digest that Nina might not like him or even really know him, but I think we'll see this bring her more compassion towards him. It's easy to dislike someone you don't know, especially if they're using you. But Nina nearly killed Jack, and he may have a long rehabilitation. She might begin spending time with him, visiting him, and wanting to help him out of guilt. Compassion could be the initial step toward deeper emotions. We doubt Brennan will be pleased when he wakes up, but he is still smarting from Carly's betrayal of him with Valentine. In reality, he's in a fairly dark, desperate place, and if he learns Nina is attempting to help him, he may see the benefit of cozying up to Nina in order to irritate Carly and get under her skin. And, honestly, it would be normal with Nina and Carly. They've had 4 men in bed thus far: Sonny, Drew, Jax, and now Valentine, so why not a 5th? Nina may have stabbed Brennan with a powerful paralytic, causing a major stroke and almost killing him, but in Port Charles, that's about as fantastic a meet-cute as we've ever heard. General Hospital spoilers. Is Britt Westbourne Cassius' accomplice or another victim? Cassius Faison's true colors are beginning to emerge on General Hospital, and it's safe to say that under that good guy persona, he's no Detective Nathan West. Cassius would not have gotten this far in stealing Nathan's identity without the cooperation of his sister Britt Westbourne. Now that Jocelyn Jax is being held captive, you have to question if Dr. Westbourne is her brother's accomplice or one of his victims. The search for Jocelyn. This week on General Hospital, spoilers indicate that the search for missing WSB agent Jocelyn Jax will begin in Port Charles. Carly Corinthos will lead the effort and demand answers regarding her daughter's disappearance. The Peace PD and the rest of Jocelyn's friends and family will begin the race to save her and look for answers. Is Britt Westbourne really going to keep quiet and not admit Cassius Faison is to blame? Cassius Faison remains a mystery on the ABC soap series. He can't be a good guy, or he wouldn't be parading about town as his late brother. It's no secret that he works for someone, but his motivations are unclear. General Hospital fans did learn one thing: Cassius is absolutely dangerous and vicious. Is this why Britt has not exposed him? Britt is backed into a corner. Britt Westbourne's sickness has given her an Achilles heel, and she is continuously misled over her medication. It is entirely likely that the doctor is another of Nathan's evil twins' victims. Cassius may have jeopardized his sister's safety or health if she informed anyone. That is why she has been assisting him in keeping his cover and sharing information with him about Port Charles residents. However, Britt did not have to inform Cassius that Jocelyn was a WSB agent. Britt could have remained silent about her career while her brother was screaming about the young blonde. When Cassius found out the truth, he had no idea Britt knew about Joss and didn't tell him. So she certainly feels some devotion to him. Do you believe Britt wants to help Cassius, or is she being coerced? Will the doctor come clean and aid Jocelyn, or will she simply try to save her own behind? Spoilers: Dante is horrified by Lulu's lies and blames her new boyfriend. Next week on General Hospital, Dante Falconeri will still be shaken by his ex-wife Lulu Spencer's unexpected disclosure. Dante is having trouble accepting the idea that Lulu hid such a big secret about their baby Rocco from him. Is Lulu's new boyfriend to fault for lying about something so serious? Betrayal rocks Dante's world. Dante Falconeri and Lulu Spencer have always been amiable ex-partners who worked hard to co-parent their children. The police commissioner is heartbroken that Lulu was aware that their son Rocco had fired and nearly murdered Cullum, but concealed this information. Then he'll realize that her lover Nathan West was also involved. Dante can't be upset because Nathan played him and helped keep his son out of jail. But he won't be very appreciative either. Dante has been wary of Nathan since he and Lulu started dating, and Nathan's latest action will raise further red flags. Dante blames Nathan. General Hospital spoilers suggest Dante may even blame Nathan for Lulu's deception. In the past, Lulu and Dante were always honest with each other and worked hard to co-parent. Now that Nathan is involved, Lulu is becoming distant and is not sharing as much with her ex as she once did. It is no secret that Dante Falconeri wished to reunite with Lulu Spencer. Before she linked up with Nathan, several fans speculated that a Lant romance was in the works. Dante might interpret Nathan's involvement in Rocco's shooting as a stepfather power move. Do you believe Lulu was wrong to withhold the truth from Dante? Was she crazy for telling him the truth? Is Dante wrong to blame Nathan? General Hospital spoilers: is Cassius a twin or a clone? What we know. When General Hospital eventually unveiled the truth about Nathan West, the show introduced us to his secret twin brother Cassius Faison. Nathan apparently did not return from the dead. Instead, his wicked twin brother took his identity. But is Cassius truly his twin or a renegade science experiment? Spoilers: does Albrecht even know she is twins? Dr. Liesel Albrecht has just returned to Port Charles, and fans are attempting to figure out if she is involved in Cassius' conspiracy. It's possible that Albrecht has been planning with her son Cassius all along. But what may her real motive be? General Hospital spoilers suggest that Albrecht might be innocent in all of this. However, this implies that she is unaware that she has another son. If Liesel knew Cassius existed, wouldn't she have concluded Nathan was a fraud? It seems far more sense that her twin son arrived in town than that her deceased son awoke from his tomb. Spoilers: was Cassius made in a lab? If you've been a fan of General Hospital for a long time, you know that anything is possible when dealing with Caesar Faison or the WSB. If they can freeze people or bring them back from the dead, it is not unreasonable to believe Cassius was created in a petri dish, which explains why Albrecht is unaware of him. Caesar Faison is a strange man. It is entirely possible that he had his son Nathan West cloned. Do you think Albrecht knows she has two sons? Thanks for watching Soap Opera today. For more General Hospital updates and spoilers, like, comment, subscribe, and press the bell icon. See you next time.